Welcome to Phoenix Masonry Live.
Oh no! I thought we were just gonna do from your.
Oh, just that. From where?
Yeah.
Oh, from. Oh, just the Spanish part. Celebrando nuestra francmasonería.
Do it again.
Okay. Okay, hold on. My cable is a little weird. Okay. Celebrando nuestra francmasonería. And so tell us what's a meme? How do you define it? Tell us a little bit about your meme making.
Well, how do you define it? How do you understand a meme?
Well, that's a good question. I would say a meme, as we are talking about here, would be a graphically designed photograph.
It's amazing me lately that when we interviewed some of these people, all right, they are not only experts in Freemasonry, but they have something else.
With Rosicrucianism.
Rosicrucianism.
Yeah.
You know, Elena.
Yeah, history of the shrine. Look at this beauty. I'm going to send it to you in chat. You start your article with mentioning that Mackey names Hermes as one of the sources or influences of Freemasonry. How do we get to what you're relating?
Well, again, you're right. In Mackey's Dictionary of Freemasonry, I don't know the exact page number today, but again, if you go to Hermes Trismegistus, or the Hermes of Egypt, go to section H and look up the Hermes of Egypt.
Yeah, one thing that really gets to me is that you were not an artist before you started making aprons. What did you do, and how did you get instantly so good at painting these?
Well, I wouldn't say it was instantly, but
are you saying that your first apron attempts weren't? Did you use those? It wasn't your very first apron that you were happy with? You have some horror stories, maybe?
No, I really don't. I really don't have any horror stories.
Give me hope! I can't paint anything.
It was. I was very pleased and still pleased with the first apron that I had produced. But let's just say that with practice comes improvement.
Just the way that I was in high school, I think. Once I found my passion for media, I spent all my weekends covering football games and soccer games and writing for newspapers and doing radio, while my friends were out getting drunk and losing their virginity. My mum was driving me around a sports game so I could cover them, and I got a lot of great experience and don't regret any of it. It was one of the best times of my life.
Yes, I can remember being given a copy of Plato's Republic on my first degree and saying, right, we're going to talk about this next meeting.
Oh, nice. Look at that. I don't see any Masonic.
No, it's nothing. It's just my dining room chair.
And of course, you have those in the Palaxis Society, and that magazine is really top notch.
Fred, do you mind fixing your sound? You sound a little funny. Hello? Oh no. It looks like I've been left alone. Well, while I'm here, and both of my companions here, it looks like Fred is back. We have lost Alton, and I was just going to talk a little bit about his work, the National Grand Lodge and Prince Hall Freemasonry, The Untold Truth. And while he comes back, Fred, perhaps you and I can talk a little bit about that. Oh, looks like we have Alton back. Alton? Can you hear us, Alton? No, he's coming in and out. Well, I was showing some photographs of you and Frederick. He's seen your concerts, like he was mentioning before.
Yeah, my biggest fan, right? In arranging, you do.
Oh, you Fred. Well, he comes back. I think. What should I do? I will wait so I don't make him repeat what he's saying now. So we're gonna wait and hear what arranging is, which is arranging. So what else can I talk to you about handle? Well, we don't have handle because I don't want to show you more music. And so we are here live, and I have been left alone now with the viewers.
So I just talked to Hondo, and he said, "Are you okay?" He says, "I know I'm cut out." He says, "I'm coming back. I'm coming back." He says, "Are you playing some music?"
No, I was just mentioning that I don't want to play music because we lost me last time. So we are going to link the music instead. And what I can do is show a couple pictures of Estonia. This is Tallinn, right?
I'm glad you got the pronunciation down.
Oh, me?
I'm still going.
Oh, well, I don't know if I got it down. I pronounced it how you would say it in Spanish. And so let me tell you a little bit about his albums. He has several. Yeah, he's back. Okay, you tell us about your albums, Nando.
Judgment that regular, non-clandestine Freemasonry.
We have no idea what is going on. We know he's at his lodge and there's technical assistance nearby, so I can just picture the brothers right now trying to get this together. Well, I'm going to suggest something different. We have never lost a guest on air. So because we're approaching the half-hour mark, I would suggest that we have an interview in two parts. This would be part one, which is mostly an interview of Fred at this point. And we will get off air and check with our guest and see what's going on. And we will be back shortly as soon as we get his camera up and running, which again, we have, this is the second time we have tested it. It was working just fine. We are at a loss. Yeah, well, we apologize to our audience again, and we will be back hopefully shortly.
Elena, you don't want to do the artifact now, or do you want to save it?
We can do that. Why don't we stay on air a little longer? Fred, why don't you get on the phone while we show the artifact of the month? Just make sure I'm going to mute you so that we don't hear your conversation. On an auction sale of old tools, and the person selling it didn't know what it was. And it looks like Alton is coming back, Fred, or something changed. We have our guest back, but now Fred, if you can unmute yourself. Welcome back, Alton.
Well, thank you. Good to be back.
Yes, you don't have to tell us what happened. We're just happy to have you back.
So Alton needs to correct all the misinformation that I put out over the year while he was gone. Yeah, so I think the other point to be made is that before the National Grand Lodge.
Can you hear me now, Tahuti?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can definitely hear you.
You know, I can't leave you two sitting together without. And we've already asked this question, so I want to ask it again.
We appreciate your patience with us, audience. This is a live show. We had some technical difficulties, which we hadn't had in a long time, so please forgive us this time. And thank you again. And Fred is writing something on a piece of paper. Unmute yourself. What is this, Fred? What is this South Park, Fred?
This is a creation of Stephen Defoe, who thought that he could make me into South Park, and that's Fred, worshipful master,
Worshipful
South Park
Fred.
Was the Grand Lodge had a provision in its constitution that it was white only. And that was one thing I wanted to battle.
And so we have begun a series of Phoenix Masonry Live Masonic Artifact series. And we are going to show you the first one right now. Welcome to the first installment of Phoenix Masonry Live's Masonic Artifact series.
How many Freemasons does it take to change a light bulb?
This is a joke that has lots of different possible punchlines. So my favourite one is, it's a secret.
Oh.
But I think the most realistic one is, and it depends on telling a joke. Some at 20 to recognise the light bulb needs changing. 2 to bring it to the attention of the worshipful master. 4 to form a light bulb changing committee. 5 to put together the light bulb tombola. 2 to arrange the light bulb commemoration changing plaque. And so you can see me in my lovely English regalia there.
Your United Grand Lodge of England, or we are tempted, please forgive us everybody, to say ugly, but it's Oogle.
5 to form a subcommittee in charge of finding the purchase that goes on. And there's probably more true.
No, I was just going to say this particular design on the T-shirt was an early design that I did, and everyone they've called it steampunk masonry, and actually this predates, because I actually took some of the elements from this from historic Masonic documents from the 1820s and 1830s and produced this design. So there's nothing new. It's actually quite old, everything in this design.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lodges and Grand Lodges, they don't want Masons to show up with, a design that they made yesterday, and they think it's really cool, and it's horrible to look at, right? But meaningful to them. So I can understand the need for, it to be good quality. And I have not heard of Masons, please don't get ideas to go and make your own really, really, try to make it pleasant for everybody else. Yeah.
What?
No, I can see how you freaked everybody out, when you first started.
Are they washable if you spill a little wine on them or something?
Well, Brother Fred,
I would ask that question.
I had a regular wine glass with wine in it. No special.
You wanted breaking glasses, like you said. I thought that was hilarious. You count there were 2 windows and so many glasses.
This is one example of a. It's dusty. Of used in the table lodge. Let's see. Let me get this up here.
Oh, nice.
And it's more like a shot glass. Okay.
Yes.
And it has the lodge and the date. This date is May 20th, 2000.
Sweet.
The table lodge I went to, and it has the Worshipful Master's name on the back.
Nice.
And some of these get a little bit larger, like a double shot glass, and some of them are small. I have a collection of a few.
Can I tell you an embarrassing story? But in a party, they were giving out, shot glasses full of whatever it was, and I went to my friends. Oh, look, samples! I thought they were samples because they were small. They were embarrassed in a funny way. So like, you don't know what that's called, a shot. It's a little bit of drink. I was calling it a sample.
So often you'll see at the end of each set of minutes how many glasses they broke. Through, you can see, the amount of port they're drinking, glasses broken 3, and the charge to the tavern. And one meeting I saw says, glasses broken 7, windows broken 2.
I understand what you're saying. You're saying. I'm going to put it in my own words, and you can correct me if I misunderstand you. You do have the social side of Freemasonry in a very aesthetic teachings, which is very monk-like. And we were showing some photographs of you. I mean, meditating in snow and walking on fire. And
Too much.
No, still. Do you want to unplug yourself and plug yourself back on? That one, Fred. And if you want your name back on, you need to put it back on.
Oh boy. Right.
With this.
One more question, Elena, for.
Yes, but can you unplug yourself? But right now you're sounding like a robot.
And so I think there's one more thing that we might celebrate, Brother Ryan. Now, I heard that you're about to be Worshipful Master. Is that right?
Well, if elected. I'm senior.
If elected.
Yeah, if elected. That's the formal response.
Fred is there, but he doesn't have his headphones. He's headphoneless. He can't hear us.
You know what I found interesting? Was your solution. Often
We're
involve.
hearing echo. I don't know. He may be trying to look at his sound settings. I don't know what he's doing, but he can't. He's not looking at the screen, and he can't hear us. So.
Freemasons have romantic souls. You can see this from the beginning, and we like to speculate. We are speculative Masons. For a historian, this can be tough, hearing some of the theories we come up with.
Yes.
Here we are. We're going to be interviewing another British Freemason. So here's some tea for the British. You know, tea time. A spot of tea and say crumpets. I say what, Governor? Smashing.
I've made a bond with my grandnephew. We watch a program together. That's one of the things we do together. The program that he likes is called Ancient Aliens, where everything, like in his world, he's projecting we're brought here by aliens from someplace. All right, not that anyone here on Earth developed any of these things themselves. So after every time they broadcast a new program, like I said, he's down in Fort Washington. He's down in St. Mary's County, Maryland. I'm in Washington, D.C. So after the show, we immediately talk to each other about what the show was about. I'm trying to ensure that he is not miseducated by a TV show that speculates.
Let's say a well-studied Freemason.
A well-studied, rounded, well-studied. It's perfect. Yeah. So usually we go something like we invite you, or we have next, or something like that.
We got a show for you. But
yeah. Why don't you start like that? Why don't you start like that?
No, I'm tired of that line. I got to think of something.
Oh, sometimes
because everybody's going to go. Does the guy ever say anything else?
Right. Okay. These things, in case you're wondering, I think I told you before. They are made out of the same material that. This is kind of gross. The same material that toilet seat papers, those papers are made of. And I don't know about that, but they're not toilet seat. That they're blue, and what they do is that they absorb like oils from your skin without ruining your makeup. And so it shines on the camera. So I tried to remove that after we've been doing a whole show. I sweated a little bit. So if I'm doing this, that's what I'm doing. But go on.
I'm going to say something like, here we go again. Here we go again with another multi-talented person.
I just realized this is going to go in the bloopers. Oh no! Why did I do this while we're filming? It's sort of embarrassing. And I'm the one who chooses the material. I'm the one who. Yeah.
It reminds me of the sheets you put in the wash for softening. The softening sheets, you put it in the wash, or the dryer. Yeah. I'm sorry, the dryer. Yeah. You can tell I don't do the wash in my family, right?
Tahudi, this is probably a little late to tell you, but if you look at your camera and not your computer, we can see you better. Yeah, there we go. I should have said this ages ago. We can see you better.
Okay.
You're so energetic. We don't want to miss any of that.
Okay, and not to put a damper on this wonderful conversation, but time is limited, and we need to move on to.
Okay, what's next? The book.
Okay.
The book.
Multi-talented person for our next show.
How about another multi-talented interviewee? Or Mason, another talented Mason.
Another multi-talented Mason?
Yeah, I like the sound of that one.
For our
why don't you start like that? Elena, here we go again with another multi-talented Mason.
A smashing show you don't want to do without, or a smashing show you don't want to miss.
Yes, that sounds good.
The British love the word smashing.
You can't miss. You can't miss.
A smashing show you can't miss.
There we go, even with an accent. Yeah. Hold on. Ooh, early shrine in North America. Oh, are you kidding me? You gotta look at this, right? Okay, so the Great Shrine Organization of today traces. So in the email, I should be able to attach the Great Shrine. Oh, there it is. Okay, I just didn't recognize the title. Okay, it's sending right now. And this is something you don't necessarily need to hear, but it's nice for you to know that I'm going to show the egg, and it has meat on the back. Okay, so let me get gloves. Why aren't they here? So I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. So keep talking.
Well, I don't really have all that much to say.
Ow! My goodness, I'm glad that didn't fall on my toe. Yeah, nice. Let me fix my shirt. Gee. Okay. I think we're ready to go. And awkward silences, any of that stuff, no big deal. Okay, so hello, yes, okay. Here we go. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. I want to be holding the pig when I say welcome to the 1, 2, 3. It is the 8th installment, right? I always double check.
Alright.
I remember because I had such a hard time saying 7.
When you have the pig sat down, your name thing blocks the bottom of it out.
Yeah, that's why I'm lifting it.
Yeah, right, okay.
Okay. You can see it has a Shriner hat. Potentiate. How do you pronounce that word, Fred?
Okay, well, stop here because we need to do it over. Don't say Shriner
Okay.
hat. Don't say Shriner hat.
Oh, fest. Do you want me to say fest? Yeah. I'll just
Yes.
say.
Potentate.
Potentate. Of
Potentate.
Baikal Temple. Potentate. Okay. You can see it has a Shriner fest. Potentate.
You didn't say anything about flipping the egg.
Right. When it's turned on, it flips the egg. Potentate.
Yeah, there's one
Yeah.
word.
The last. Okay.
There's one word that you need to, that I mispronounced that you need to cut out.
Which one? Are you?
Yeah. And, let's see. Mayor of Philadelphia launched the idea that the shrine should undertake something for friendless. I started to say friendly. To die, to become something better than before. Now, is that how you also think about a newly raised Mason? Asking him to reborn?
Fred, you sound like a rabbit at the end of that idea.